Hello, I'm Phillip Taylor from Richmond Green Chambers. I'm reviewing a book by Linda Goldman called Wigs and Wherefores. It's an interesting book and well worth reading as one of the legal biographies currently around. I've actually written a detailed review which you'll find on the internet. But I think some of the points that come out of the book are really interesting to look at. One is that he's actually, as Joshua Rosenberg said, he must have been fiendishly difficult to cross-examine, because obviously Michael Sherrard's influences for today's modern sort of advocacy are quite profound and far-reaching. What Linda Goldman has done here is she's written a book which is an interesting variation on the normal structure that one has for a biography, and the review of Michael Sherrard's life and cases is projected in a particular way. She decided to write the book by taking the first-person reminiscences of Mr. Sherrard and then putting some fairly detailed, well-researched, I hasten to add, notes at the beginning. And what she's come up with is, I think, an excellent balance between the two. I've reviewed a lot of biographies in the past, and there's always some particular aspect of a book which is worth looking at. And in this case, obviously Michael Sherrard's type of advocacy is a particularly important thing for us to consider. There's a growing library of works of this nature, but what we have here is a fairly frank and yet entertaining account of a barrister who's actually been a substantial player in the events of the last half century. And it's the passion, I think, which comes out of the book, which Michael Sherrard certainly has, which is quite infectious, in fact. It's a compelling tale as well. It gives the two views, Michael's view from the coalface, and of course Linda's view, which gives the perspective and the explanations, which we all need actually when we read any form of autobiography, certainly. I'm grateful to have this book in my library of legal reminiscences, because obviously there are a lot of people who are my contemporaries and people who were relatively early before me who are still well known, and it's great therefore to see this sort of thing appearing on the bookshelves. Do read it. I think there are a lot of hidden tips in the book. He deserves the title foremost advocate of his generation. He's come far, as he says, and the modern bar is in fact moving on as we speak, but he has a big place in it. It's well worth reading. Thanks very much. Bye bye.